Saima was just asking how it would help. Just go in and explain your greatness, so to speak. Just because I can see Saima, I'm not sure if you're able to see, but her body language was showing a tad bit of confusion. So trying to, I think, like
3,
the micro
2, and 1.
on that.
One more time, give it person number 2 ahead.
The scarcity, and I.
Yeah, how do you wait? I
person number 3, are you ready? Say yes. Everybody, if you can hear me, say yes. Say yes. Awesome. Clarifications. Who's got clarifications? Jake.
We're live on Facebook, guys.
Jason, what do you got, bud?
I'll stay away on Zoom call because I don't know how many platforms I can keep.
Everybody got Jason. Yep, on the mic.
Yep. So when we're dropping in the transition, could you take 10 seconds to go what that looks like? Because I feel like that's a sticking point for people.
So you're coming out of step 3, right? Because step 3 is heroic, then you've conveyed it. Say with that, it could be as simple as so. So with that said, I got some thoughts about what we might do together. And it could be a check-in coming off it like, hey, like, guys, just one second. So it could be, right, in that moment. Okay, so with that said, got some quick thoughts, okay to share. Yeah, like I would get a reaction, like, so got a couple of quick thoughts, okay to share, boom. Like, yeah, like there's a yes and go. Make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
So it's coming off of heroic unique identity, we just deliver it. It's like, yeah, and so now I have some thoughts or an idea, you know, we'll see how something lands, like certainty. Good?
Yeah, perfect.
Love, certainty, yeah. Yes, go.
Distinction.
Andy.
So the number one thing, in my opinion, that every ecosystem merger is looking for is more business for them. So if you throw that line, more business, and sometimes you throw the word more money, it might be like, well, I don't want more money, right? But if you want more business, psychologically, maybe they want more money. So I would always just say, hey, maybe during the ecosystem merger, you might generate more business, right? From this ecosystem merger that we're trying to do. Yeah. And that's what they're looking for. That's kind of like keep it simple, stupid for me.
Yes.
And that's what I say. Hey, you might get more business out of this. Boom. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. What need?
No, more business. More business. Yeah. You might generate more business, right? Because it's up to the follow-up. It's up to them.
Like I have an idea of some awesome job, Andy. I have an idea of, you know, would be okay to share an idea about how we might co-create some more business for you and for us as well. Like something like it's non-attachment. It's like, yeah, this like thing, but like, if you're like, no, I don't want to listen. Okay, cool. And then they said yes. The key is that they say yes then in that transition. And that like just super relaxed, like non-attached way. Like the way Andy's saying, it's like, yeah, like it could generate some more business. It's not like I have an idea that's going to generate and make a lot more money for you right now. It's like, ugh, like, whoa, scary. Like, right. It's like attached, pitchy. It's pitchy. Great word. It's bullshit pitchy, right? It's just non-attachment equals not pitchy. So if anybody ever goes not, or okay, so what's your pitch? Like we'll lean in, not your pitch. We'll talk about scotomas more in a little bit. Okay. So good. All right, person number 3, take it away.
Okay, I'll go with Tanya. So my avatar is going to be a group of, like someone who leads up a mama's group. So, thanks, Jacqueline. So heading up a mama's group. So what I hear is that it's really stressful in the mama world, and we're both feeling that. So I'm trying to come up with ways to co-create, to come up with ideas to help the mamas in your group across the country, bring in papas, and talk about how can we do
Hey,
self-care,
everyone, what's going on? Fernando here. Thanks so much for being with
consistently
us.
setting
Just a quick
ourselves up
audio
for
check. If you can hear
success.
me, let me just see a Y in the chat.
And I would
I want to be able
love
to
to
support
talk to
answering some
your group
questions. I just want to know if this
with
audio is
you
working. So if this audio is working, let me see a
about some of
Y.
those
All right, Joe.
challenges and how we
Appreciate
might be able
that.
to
So, Joe, I know
overcome
you have
those
a question. The
challenges
team is looking to whisper
doing
it
a
in my
workshop
ear,
together.
and I'd love to support.
What are your thoughts?
So help with
That
ideas of
sounds
scarcity
good.
wording. So scarcity wording would be like,
What
you know,
comes
it's a
to
great
mind
idea.
about
You don't
how we
have to
might
do
be
it
able
though.
to
You don't have
co-create
to.
that together?
Or like,
And do
listen,
you have any light bulbs?
like I totally get that you may not be ready like now.
I would have to
we
think
can always do
about
things in
that.
the future.
I
I'm gonna
am
keep going
part
that way.
of a
Like
few
I'm going to keep going.
organizations in my world,
Wait, 3,
and potentially
2, 1. Matt, we on?
you could speak to
Hard stop.
group.
Yes, good job. Give yourselves a hand. Feedback. Feedback. First number 3 and go.
Simon, do you want to give feedback?
Yeah. So I saw, that you are, I feel that you were more into the process explanation, and I didn't feel what kind of energy did Tanya have that you would mirror and match with her. But it seemed like you were very reserved and very calculated in what you were sharing.
So when you say calculating, are you seeing that as being certain, or are you seeing calculating as a negative?
A little negative. I felt you were a little reserved. You weren't like easy in your process. You're not like I didn't feel like an open flow. You get my point?
3, 2, and 1. Give person number 3 a hand.
Thanks, Sima.
Yeah.
If you can hear me, say yes. If you can hear me, say yes. If you can hear me, say yes. Awesome. Okay. Give yourselves a hand. Great job. Okay. So let's take a quick seat. Let's take a quick seat. Here you go. Yep. Let's find a way to a seat real quick. Thank you, brother. This brother's got like a headache and a half, and he's yelling. So thank you. All right. Great job, guys. Give yourselves a hand. We are in hard stop zone. Hard stop. Thank you. That sounded a little creepy. Okay. Yes. I now know people's senses of humor by who is like saying what and laughing at what. Okay. We're testing that at all times. Yes, we do the list. Actually. All right. So in a moment, we're going to move into our next grouping of acknowledgement, validation, and level 5 transformational listening. But first, let's get some clarifications. Anybody need any? We may have done them all. How'd that feel for you guys? Awesome. Who's got something that became available? I'm sure many, but what became available in that round of scarcity, matching, and congruence? Ruth and Andres.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
In my meeting up with Nick, he gave me really great feedback in that I had good scarcity, but I wasn't matching. So I have pretty high energy because I'm nervous all the time. So not all the time, but I got nervous on the phone. And so he was hard ass lawyer. And I was like, okay, so blah, blah, blah. And he was like, this woman is running over me kind of thing. So
or she's completely uncertain, totally scared. And therefore I should say no to her because this energy tells me she's not certain.
Okay.
It could be that too.
Gold. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Is that it? And by the way, I'll give you a distinction that you are not nervous all the time, right? And so let's work on the power of our language. Say, yeah, I'm stepping more and more into my certainty and rising my mastery rapidly. And I am telling every one of you, I skip over the basics sometimes, I get it. The power of your language can never be overstated. It is dictating how your nervous system operates and your realities in the world. And this is something that I communicate a lot with Rob about. All right. I'm like, brother, become present to the words. So there is a seismic difference between I get nervous all the time and yeah, I'm still optimizing my level of certainty. Seismic. Because what it makes present and available is your nervous system is like then looking for things to make the statement true. So now instead of being nervous all the time, then you're making yourself nervous all the time and locking that pattern in deeper and deeper and deeper versus the pattern of, yeah, I'm rising in my certainty. Feel that, Ruth? Everybody feel that? Yeah. Anything else? I'm rising in my certainty. Awesome. Let's hear for Ruth. Andres.
Yeah. So seeing the non-attachment on a conversation through not just the words, but the energy and the checking in with the person to be able to match and how it's being received. That was unlocked. So awesome to see.
Great job, brother. Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to drop in. We're going to drop in with acknowledgement, validation, and level 5 transformational listening. And we've leaned in a bit to acknowledgement, validation this weekend. So let's have a treatment. Acknowledgement, right? Acknowledgement is I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters to me. It's acknowledgement. And the deeper you go, the better. But don't make it up, right? It's I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters to me. And the deeper you go, the better. Just don't make it up. So would you rather tell me, right? Would you rather, if I was cited, that I said, wow, Andres, man, like what cool sneakers. Really love your sneakers. For saying, Andres, brother, you took a shot in the head in the ocean last night and came out, kept going, still threw that in the fire. I can't even imagine the uncertainty you felt in that moment and the waves crashing in total insanity. Your head still hurts today. There's got to be like some concern and uncertainty inside of you. And just a minute ago, you're a fucking hero and warrior, and you're screaming to the room to quiet down, help me save my voice and lead here. You're a warrior. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Or we could talk about your sneakers, right? And what I'm saying is, yeah, we could also say like, hey, by the way, like really cool sneakers, but can I talk about something a little bit more important than that even? Awesome sneakers. Like we could say that if we want. So, and this is where we become masterful. Because what, sales training, it's like find something common. Oh, I really like the picture of, that dog on the wall, in which you like don't even like art. You're lying, right? You're lying in shticky technique. I believe that about this man. That was present for me. It shot through my nervous system a few minutes ago. So it's true. I didn't just make it up. When he did it, I thought that. And that's also, by the way, when we get to the next group of indispensable elements, rooted in loving people and being present. And it's level 5 listening and then giving back an acknowledgement, right? So acknowledgement is like what a person is, what's happening. Here it goes. And it's not making it up. It gets confusing when we get in our head and make it up. It's like, what's in your heart about this person? What's in your heart about them? And let's just do this for a second. Let's pass the microphone around and talk about something not in this room, that you love and care about, and something you'd like to say to them. Could be a child or not, could be a sibling, parent, it could be a friend, it could be a person you'd love to meet someday, what you'd say to them. You should give a quick 30-second acknowledgement at depth. Nobody in this room. At depth. Let's pass the mic. Who wants to go first? Who said I'll go? Somebody. I heard Bella and I heard in the back. Who's that? Right? All right, let's go Bella first. Then let's go Mike. Okay, so Bella, just a quick 30-second. Who, and you don't have to say the name. You make up the name if you want to. Whatever you want to do. So go.
Yes. So the acknowledgement is to my sister, and I would say, just, watching you become a mother has been the greatest gift. The woman that you've become, the level of patience that I've seen you exude, your willingness to get on the floor with your child every single day to help him crawl, to help him climb, and just the leader that you have become in our family. Being a mother is absolutely incredible.
Awesome job, Belle. Okay, let's hold it, Belle, for a second. Awesome job. Now let's always optimize, right? Beautiful, incredible, heart-centered, amazing. Here's what I heard you say. What I heard you say is that your sister, by displays of incredible patience, is showing the most remarkable and unique love that you've ever seen. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So always think of like love, heart. And so Bella said that. And we're finding our words to represent acknowledgement by having words that go even deeper. Her energy said that. Her meaning said that. She did a brilliant and beautiful job. But the word patience may not be quite as like resonate as much as acknowledging her for the love she's showing. Because the patience is created by the love. And I think that's what inspires you. The patience inspires you, but it's rooted in love. And it feels an even deeper connection. So like, and that's what we're talking about is Bella might have been shown up there as a 9.99 or even 9. It's like throw one more 9 on top by rooting it to love. Is that fair, Bella, or no?
Yeah, that's definitely fair. But there's also like, I mean, with her in specifically is like the actual patience that she has dropped into, because she was not a very like patient like person before. And so just like she, and it's not even, I don't even, now that I'm like, it's not even patience. It's like the calmness and just the, like, I always thought when she became a mother, she would be frantic and always pissed. And she's just like, not that at all.
Ready? So I'm received.
Yeah. Thank you for helping.
Received and watch. But what caused her to be able to shift her self-mastery in such an unbelievable way with her children? What's underneath it, do you think?
Love.
Love you too.
That's all I'm saying. So, right? Like, so,
okay. Thank
so
you.
I want to make sure you're not hearing me diminish the patience in any way, but it's what caused it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like saying, hey, I love Andre. Hey, brother, like, dude, that was awesome, man. Like, thank you so much. I'm so inspired by you sharing with the entire group, to quiet down, help in leadership. But I think what I was also hearing though, is your support for me saying I need help because of my voice. Is that there too or no? Yeah. So it's reaching into what prompted it. This is the magic. It's what prompted it so that the person is feeling even more magically seen, heard, and understood. And what you did is a triple plus, right? But it's just for the teaching opportunity, it's that like what caused it at the root, like the true beauty of what that was. Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
I appreciate that because I'm not here to be 9.9. I'm here to be 9.99.
Yeah,
so thank you.
You were 9.99 already, and you're now 9.999.
Okay,
Right, like,
okay,
right. Awesome job. Awesome. Okay, so Mike.
Hello. All right, There we go. So this is actually to my dad. So, Dad, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because you taught me what it's like to be a man. You taught me how to make a living. You showed me what it was like to be a leader in a family. You always showed me love and strength. And 2 years ago, unbeknownst to me, I found out that you're not my biological father. And it's okay, because you are always and always will be my father. You're my dad. You're the one that loved me unconditionally, even though I'm not your birth child. I never knew it until later.
All right, awesome.
You're awesome.
Wow. Thank you, Mike. Right. Beautiful. You guys ready to acknowledge? All right. So let's drop in with that acknowledgement. But in the exercise, let's acknowledge the person you're communicating with in your group. One, before we roll to groups, a new group, right? A new group. Let's shift it. Tiffany, let's find some people, right? For Tiffany, Mike, let's find people, like step out and find folks. Let's shift our group and not work the people we just did and look to work with people we haven't worked with yet. Find people you haven't worked with yet, right? And you have 30 seconds, go.